Hi, my name's John Shea and I coordinate natural fertility services in this region from Townsville through to TI. We offer a lot of services in regards to human sexuality and development and pre-marriage programs and clinical services in natural family planning. I did a welfare degree, maybe 9 years ago now, and that was very beneficial for me. Got me started in this role. I've been working here for 7 years. It has many challenges because it is not strictly a welfare agency or identified as a social work profession. So putting theory into practice and all that I'd learned has been very challenging. I have a wife and 4 children, which has also been challenging but wonderful. Offers many stories for my work in schools.
John, what students are always really interested in how professionals fit their own practice or their own emphasis of practice into an organisational environment. What do you think are some key strategies for professionals to be able to do that?
I think first and foremost, the best strategy that you can have is being okay with the unknown. Thinking before you act. These are simple concepts, but they're very intrinsic to our work as professionals, as welfare workers. Reflective practice that we always talk about is so critical. Not everyone's great at keeping journals, but they're a good idea. Thinking about what you've done in the day, what's worked and what hasn't worked, how you're moving forward. Form a new relationship with somebody, write their name down. Write down what they do. Ask them a question about how they feel about their job, or show interest. It will come back around. Because I think one thing that's really helped me, I work quite important to me is sustainable practice. Not being overly dependent on too many things like government funding or anything like maintaining the future of the service that we're with. And also seeing how things are connected. People are people. We have titles, we have positions, we have all those sorts of things, but at the end of the day, people are people. And I think if we have something to offer the world as welfare workers, it's understanding the messiness of people. From the CEO down, they're all people. So we work with them. And I've tried to implement that as the coordinator, that whole systems theory, that's my favourite. And finding the interconnections between everything, and seeing how energy flows in one way or the other. Because we will exist in hierarchical organisations. I mean, even all contemporary management theory is still set up around structures. And that's okay, we need them. They actually protect us if you can learn it. But as social workers, we work with people. And so even in those structures, we need to find out not only how to work with the people around us, but also how to work with the organisation.
John, I think you bring up a really good point, and one that is often missed by students, that theory to practice with clients is just as important in your theory to practice with your colleagues and with your... How did you know systems theory was for you? That's a good question.
Well, I've been involved in community organisations since I was like 8. It's really been a very keen interest when everybody else was out doing other teenage things. I was running a youth drop-in centre, and so I understood messiness from a young age. Things don't always work the way you want them to. And although something seems like a good idea and it's all written down on paper, it can utterly fail. And most of the time you don't know why. When I found system theories in my study, it was the best at explaining the messiness. That's just humanity. So I connected with it straight away. And we're going, okay, you know what? It's messy, but you can start to write it down. And then when things fail, you can reassess and go, well, what part of this network, what level of this network brought it down? Where did the work need to exist? To chalk it up or make it work?
Yeah, and so what I'm hearing for you around how you've connected with theory is that you already sort of had your own understanding of the world, this messiness, and this systems theory helped you understand that messiness. Because what I see sometimes with students is that they will see a theory and think, oh, I should sit over there. And so then they try and move themselves over there, and it never quite sits consistently. So thank you for sharing that. Is there any practice strategies that you would suggest to students about fitting in with organisations, or things that they should keep in mind?
I mean, first of all, stay under the radar when you first get your job.
Yeah.
You know, like any good onboarding strategy, like if you join a new organisation, even a leader will do this if they're being employed as the manager straight away. I mean, you're talking, you've already planned out your first 30 days of what you're going to do before you even start doing your job, just to learn the environment. So learn from everybody. And don't do it your way first up, because your way could be very wrong. And that's okay, we all learn, you know. And even though the person above you may have absolutely no qualifications and no understanding at all in the area of social work, that doesn't mean they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're just coming from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And we can always learn from everybody we come in contact with.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I think that's a good practical example of once again using those same values of we would expect to use with clients, but with our colleagues.
Absolutely.
Respect, and to listen and to engage and to explore what's going on.
If you read resources into leadership today, they all talk about leading in all directions, and, you know, being led, being a good follower, and leading and having an influence on those above you. Because again, they're just people, and we do have relationships with them, and therefore we have influence. We've got to work with that, you know, not against it. And I have to say too, is that I remember this conversation when I was doing my studies at JCU. Got asked about why aren't there women in management roles?
Yeah.
And the question was asked, who wants to be a manager?
Yeah.
And the two males in the room put their hands up.
Yeah.
We need more social workers in management.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Because if we get there, and we have to work towards it, so we have to be part of the system. I don't know, you could call it like double agents or something. But,
Yeah.
you know, be part of the system so that we can create organisations that aren't dominated by a hierarchical structure, but are part of it. And the agency itself can work like a social worker in the organisation that it's a part of. It can be done, and that's what we've strived to do here.
Yeah.
You know, the team is more of a horizontal type leadership platform, and that my job as the coordinator is to protect the organisation from those structures that would seek to bring it into line.
Yes.
While adding value to the organisations that we're a part of.
Yeah. I would think that that's quite a complex role to move between your, I want to say flat line, but, you know, that shared power within this part of the service, and then knowing that you have a hierarchy beyond you. Is that complexity overwhelming, or how do you manage that complexity or that tension between?
Probably not very well. To be honest, it's challenging. It's very challenging, and at times it's absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, I think. And at times I'm going to be the bad guy because I have to do something that goes against the grain of the organisation that we've established.
Yeah.
But it has to be done for whatever reason. And protect us from something else.
Yeah.
I think the biggest challenge is wearing so many hats.
Yeah.
You know, so it's running the service and helping the staff to focus on their core mission, what they're here for, and the work that they're doing, while also maintaining the budget and maintaining the future direction and being involved in the other organisations that are umbrellas over us.
Yeah.
Because we have 4 of them that are for our accreditations and our funding and our mission and, you know, auspicing and all of it. And they all expect different things.
Yeah, yeah. And would I be right just to, I suppose, bring this full circle in that that's where you started, was this emphasis on critical reflection or reflection of self to sort through that messiness for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Seeing the connections.
Yeah. Thank you so much, John, for sharing your story and your experience. And I look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you.